G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, Adam, he just loves space and failing when trying to take apart anything to do with space.
The other day, hot off the press, I had a look at Captain Kirk's supposed trip to space. Shared some thoughts and what I thought was going on. Bit of it was wishful thinking, I'll be honest. And initially I'd missed the landing. As you'll notice, it's not in the original clip, the original video I did. And I find the landing incredibly damning. And off the back of that, I had a little peep at the chair, and that's design. And just based off that, the footage of the landing, the chair's design, no one was in that rocket.
Okay, so if the landing was rough and the chair wasn't up to it, then fair cop, fella. So let's see what Adam has actually got, shall we?
So let's see this capsule coming into land. Bearing in mind, got a group of people in this capsule, one of which is a 90-year-old film star. Okay, so let's have a look. Pay particular attention to the close-up when the capsule hits the ground, and look at the impact, the amount of dust, and of course you can see how heavy that actually lands. Okay, and then we're going to look at the design of the chair, the seat these people are supposedly using. Okay, but let's look at the impact first.
The impact, you say, Adam? I do hope you're not going to judge the impact by that dust, dear boy. Let's see if he does that.
That's quite a heavy impact. And once more. Bang. That's a pretty heavy impact, particularly for a 90-year-old.
Heavy? Why? You are seeing a lot of dust, that's for sure, but this is West Texas and it's dry, and that is kind of expected. But Adam, you didn't look closely, did you? I did. Here, let's have a look. So as you can see by the shadow, the capsule is still about its own height above the ground. But wait, the dust is appearing before the contact. How can that be? Note that the capsule is still moving down, till you see the slack on the suspension ropes. I guess that's when it contacts the ground. I am surprised that a supposed crane operator like you, Adam, missed that.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on.
Okay, let's see what seat nonsense you have, okay?
Okay, bear with me. We're going to go and have a look at the design of the seat now, which is supposedly taking the sting out of them coming in and hitting the ground that hard. Bear with me. Take note of the seats here just before they're supposedly landing, okay? The positions, and of course you remember the heavy impact. So that energy is being transferred, of course, from the ground up into their backs, okay? Particularly Kurt, who seems quite low to the ground. So let's just see a little documentary.
Now let's look at some,
or rather a little clip discussing the seats these guys are using.
Now let's look at some of the key features, starting with the seats, of course. So these seats are in-house design seats based on a helicopter model. They're made through the scissor mechanism to be able to take out any extra forces, downward forces, as you come into land. Now,
so the design is essentially stolen from a helicopter seat.
Not stolen, based on, and then modified to suit. That's a little bit different.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on. Problem is, helicopters don't land like the capsule just crashing into the ground did. They come down gently. And of course you've shown us a model there of the seat, but when you sat on it, it had no deflection at all. It didn't move whatsoever.
Of course it didn't move. It wasn't meant to move.
Should we see it again? Pay particular attention to when she sits on the so-called seat. It's supposed to have a scissor-type suspension system, which of course gives as pressure is applied on the seat. But it didn't move at all when she sat on it. But we're supposed to believe that is taken into account when the capsule comes crashing down. But even the design itself is flawed.
The design is flawed? Is it though? Do you know what the seat design is actually meant to do?
I've got very basic understanding, so you might have to bear with me.
It's designed to be a failsafe when the parachutes do not open correctly and the capsule is landing way too fast. How about we listen to an actual smart person tell you, Adam, how the redundant systems compensate for 1 and then 2 parachute fails.
So in M5, we intentionally did not deploy one of the main parachutes. In that situation, the retro rocket actually compensates for the higher descent rate by adjusting the amount of thrust, and it worked perfectly. Now, if the capsule is going down way too fast because it has only 1 parachute opening, then our 3rd and 4th safety systems engage, which is a crushable section, sort of like a bumper. Then the seats have a scissor mechanism underneath them that has further energy absorption.
So it seems that the seat system is only the 3rd level of safety, and it isn't meant to operate unless in extreme landing conditions. It's sort of like a crumple zone.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on.
So now we have corrected your misunderstanding, Adam. The only pantomime here is you. Blue Origin is quite safe, and it has actually taken people to space, and it's going to do this many, many more times yet.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on.
So what else did Adam miss? Or did he see but decide not to share with his followers? So from this camera we see just after takeoff the ground of West Texas and no horizon in view. But at apogee we see the horizon dropping into view. That's from same camera, same window, same planet, same horizon drop, same demonstrable curvature, same fail Adam. Dear oh dear.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on.
Still waiting for you to have a go at Inspiration 4, by the way. What's that, you can't? Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it? Thanks, guys.